Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Cadillac Jackson, co host of Talkin Kicks, not to be confused with Derek Jackson. Ladies, do you have a man that thinks he's a prepared man, but is really future 2.0? Well, maybe you need to read my new book. It's titled, by Talkin Kicks Publications, Keep Talking, Bitch. This book is going to help you ladies to keep your man quiet and stop embarrassing you. Chapter 1 tells you about what to do when your man is on Instagram liking other chicks' pictures. Chapter 2 tells you when your man gets on YouTube and thinks he's a prepared man, but he's really not. And chapter 3 shows you where to hide the body. Buy our new book now. It's only a low price of $179.99. That's 3 easy payments of $60. And if you make 2 payments of $60 and the third payment on time, we'll give you a discount. So that's only $59.99 on the last payment. Buy our book today.
Like, how do I even follow that? What going on, family? You don't know it is your boy Soundboard Sneakers in the building tonight. We're ready to go. We got everything ready. You ready? Yes, we're ready. And I'm going to pass it over to the big brother. The man. Wait. I don't know who I'm just passing it.
I just want to do that because I got this mask, baby. Woo! I love this mask.
Wow.
We got to wear them, so you might as well be fly with it. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't fly, I don't give a shit because I'm Jack Swagless. You know what I'm talking about?
Can you really breathe in that thing?
It's a little tough.
Okay.
It's a little tough, but it's got the hose on it. It's got the hose. It's some hose, but it's some work. But I'm your man, Beard Jedi, a.k.a. the Black Alex P. Keaton, a.k.a. Shubak Shakur, a.k.a. the Boss Kick Ross, a.k.a. Iron Knight Tyson, a.k.a. this Deacon Discount, a.k.a. the Undercost Boss, a.k.a. Young Cascade, a.k.a. Martin Luther King. I got a new a.k.a. this week, courtesy of Kadillac Jackson, a.k.a. Yosemite Ham.
Ooh, I like that.
A.k.a. the Sneakerizer, a.k.a. the Black John Wick. Since I've been doing this, it don't feel right if I don't do it that way. So the Black John Wick and the a.k.a. that matters the most, Jack Swagless. This is Talkin Kicks. This is season 12, episode 5, if I got this right.
Yes.
And we are here with the mighty Kick Talker. Hey, man, we're going to get into it, man. We got Soundboard Shorty over there. We're going to get into it. We're going to try and get through this list, get to our topics, and do what we do. So I want to say what up to KB Fresh Kicks up in this thing. What's going on, Mr.
KB?
Exclusives? Mr. Exclusives is up in here. My camera look crazy. Is this better? Is this better? Can you see him? It's a little bit better. It ain't better. I don't give a shit. Deal with it. Dre Day Kicks. What's going on? You know, Dre Day like to talk shit to me about wearing red and liking red and having
Big
red
blood. So
Dre Day got as much red as I do. I just want to go ahead
because he in the same set as you.
First of all, what we're not gonna do is talk about whose set this is. Billy Ocean. Okay.
Listen, I seen you out here today on IG. I see you out here.
I didn't have on no
IG.
red. I didn't have on no red.
But you had on that outfit you had on with that little sweatsuit you had on with the Reebok Classics.
What about it?
Mm-hmm. You know what you do in those?
What do I do in those?
You fuck hot women.
Look, I will not. Did you not see my mask? Did you not see my mask?
That's not what Meredith said.
You know what? I'm gonna fuck her up. I told that bitch not to talk. I told her not to talk. Does she think that this motherfucking Black John Wick is a game? I will. Anyway.
Black gang.
Artez 501 in the building, aka Black Lacquer.
Most moisturized man in the business.
We appreciate you, bro, for coming back through as always. He hit us with that too. So if you're in the show, make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way. We appreciate it. I see Jamie White up in this thing. And on the docket for today, we're talking about the next Off-White release. A bunch of Dunk Lows coming out. And we talking about this Travis Scott release. The funny thing is that I heard Jamie White got the exclusive Off-Whites. It's a pair of Off-Whites mixed with a pair of Cole Haans, and they call them Off Han. And she got them. She wearing to work. Jamie White, do you have the exclusives? I need to know that you're wearing to work. That's what I heard.
I need a pair of those.
I might need a pair too. What is it? Ink? What's the color, Kadi? Ink
blue.
Ink blue, baby. Gotta get the ink blue pair. What's going on? Don Turner's up in here from way downtown. Bang.
What's good, DT?
The 3-point Kang is up in this thing. Let's see. Ricardo Bonner. So today's date is 3/24.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had 3/17 before that. And right before that, there was 3/14 day, which is St. Louis's area code, 3/14. And for 3/14 day, you're supposed to go around and do all the St. Louis shit. So that's get your White Castle, get your fried rice, get your Vest soda, all that shit. Ricardo Bonner still ain't sent me shit. We ain't friends. We're not friends, Ricardo Bonner.
Maybe the check or the PayPal bounce.
No, we ain't friends. Ricardo Bonner is not my friend. I thought he was my friend. He's not my friend. I see Hot Dog 18 is in here.
Shoe World Order.
And if you see Hop, whether you see the other one or not, you already know we got to say what's up to Black Ass African, aka BAA, aka
Marvin.
He is a friend of ours.
Up in this thing. Make sure you check them out. Retro Talk Forum. Holler at them on Sundays. Get some classic information in your life. And they're a much better show than us. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Nothing to be argued with. I also see Q the Queen is up in this thing, OG.
Yes, and tonight we go talk about it.
Q the Queen, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you as well. Looking down the list, when I see again, I say, look like we got a short crew today. Oh, the Soulmates is up in here, Marcus and Kiona.
How y'all doing?
Oh, he got his hoodie now. Ain't no more songs for y'all. We got the hoodies. The bill's been paid. The song is over.
Wait a minute. We got to let the people know. Marcus will be battling this Saturday in Who Has the Heat versus Me and My Kicks. And I'm telling you right now, Marcus, if you lose, don't you step foot back in this house, nigga.
It's gonna be jokes. Lots of jokes.
I know that there's one pair of shoes that he better not pull out. It don't even matter what the category. That category could be set up for that shoe, and you pull it out and still lose. Marcus, you know what shoe I'm talking about, don't you? Put that shoe on the fucking show. I don't know why you bought that shoe. Don't put it on the show, goddammit.
I heard they was doing a Fat Joe match. You know what a Fat Joe match is?
Mm-hmm.
The loser loses their collection.
Oh, but and Marcus gonna call in sick.
Mm-hmm.
He calling in sick. You know he not doing that one. Nope, he not doing that one.
Money just rolled in. Ask him. It's a Fat Joe match.
He don't want it. He don't want it. G-Man 315 might get up in there though. G-Man 315 got the caddy, and he said, I'll use part of my collection. You seen with them UNCs today? Posted up them UNCs. I see you, fella. I see you. Let's see. OG Kicks is up in this thing. What's going on?
What's good?
Saying what's up to the Kick Talkers. I see also, tuck your shirts in, the light-skinned kingpin, Trady Kicks, the only motherfucker bad enough in Texas to have a white truck with white rims. Damn. Trady. He's out here. He said, "Fuck it, I wash my car every day." Trade kick. I just thought about that. He light-skinned kingpin with a light-skinned truck. That's very on brand, sir. I appreciate that. I like that. Respect it. Respect it. That is dope. GTC Reels, what's up? Yes, you did notice that Goldberg thing. Beardberg, Turner. I like it. I like it. No, Dre Day. It's not Bloodberg. I like Beardberg better.
No, I like Bloodberg.
Shut up, Caddy.
Bloodberg. Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Caddy. I see E-Money Shoes in here. E-Money Shoes.
E-Money.
Wig wig. Broke Money E. No, that is a lie. Don't come in here and wasting y'all lives. You know you only have so many lives to use for the year. Don't waste them on our show. Don't waste them on our show. We all know better. Let me see. If I'm looking, did I miss any? Oh, 313 Retro Queen. Make sure y'all check out her page. She's getting all the shoes now. 313 is shopping. She right up there. She right up there with Jamie White. I don't know if they having a battle, if they pulling out their 401k, if they putting pension against pension, but they is copping shoes at an alarming rate.
Very, very alarming.
This is crazy.
Somebody selling drugs.
I think 3 might got them kids on the block.
Dang.
But she get them heat for their feet. But I think she might have them kids on the block.
I mean, I know the UPS man pull up and just be like, "Damn, again, shit." Let's see, paychecks, double X, Wakanda. What's going on, bro? We appreciate you coming back through. BX raised me. What up, brother, man?
BX, what's good?
BX is up in this thing, and I'm looking. I also see BX Kicks for life. There's a lot of New York weight up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
New York weight up in here. Kali Park 81 coming back through the show. We appreciate you. And I think that's it. If y'all see anybody I missed, let me know.
OG's people's here.
Oh, OG. I just saw Bootsy Baby roll up in here.
How you doing tonight, baby mama? I'm so glad to see you. Let me hit you with a round of applause. Because that's my soundboard.
This boy has been acting a damn fool. JC Kicks is up in this thing. What's going on, JC? And I see regular Mike up in this joint, aka
good?
El Snacko.
Wait. We repping for the Snacko squad.
El Snacko, man. I ain't have my shirt on today. I got on the Talkin Kicks, you know what I'm saying? But regular Mike is up in this thing. Make sure y'all holler at regular Mike. Going viral. 3 million on the meme.
Oh my God. In a minute, he's not even coming through.
Listen, for the first time today, I commented on regular Mike's picture. He didn't reply. I think it's over. I think the honeymoon is over. He don't fuck with us no more.
He said, "I'm gonna get richer and act like I don't know nobody."
Yeah, Kadi, you better watch it. That used to be your friend. Get ready for that goddamn Lifetime movie, baby.
You used to know me.
He did the whole "It's a good day today." Shooting the flicks with the New York cap in it. I see you, regular Mike. Blow up, Shway. 3 million on the hit. Fuck us, huh? All right. Remember before you blew up, who had you on the show. Remember before you blew up, who had you on the show.
Listen, we're going to be like Cole on Martin when he's like, "You used to be my homie. Now you act like you just don't know me."
Damn, regular Mike. Damn. He said that man G checked me. I was shook. I did not. Sir, I am a Christian.
You're also a blood, so I believe it.
I am not. Y'all know what we do, man. This is Talkin Kicks with the Kick Talkers. If you're in the show, you like the show, feel free to hit that thumbs up. If you're in the show and dislike the show, hit that thumbs down. But if you could, let us know what we could do to be better. It would be appreciated. Always check out Talkin Kicks gear that you could have found on lfthvy.com. But since that ain't there, you can still buy some lift heavy stuff. lfthvy.com. Use your code TK133. Get a little discount. Kadi got on the... Oh, that's not me. It's the other black guy.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait. What we got going on?
The other black guy.
Go. Okay.
Kadi up in here looking smiling. Kadi up here smiling. That is that pink one. I have not released that one for the guys yet because I didn't know the guys have it. Guys want it. I did one, and G4 got one, and Kadi got one, and a couple people hit me up. Was like, where that's at? So I guess I'm going to do the black and pink. You know what I'm talking about?
We got pink kicks. Come on, what?
Got pink kick. I mean, but it's a gym shirt, right? So the gym guy, we don't wear no pink. That hasn't been the case.
Anybody got time for knucklehead? Come on.
I agree.
Lugheads,
So
whatever you call them.
we may see that come out, man. We may go ahead and have to rush that one out to the peoples. So I got my shirt the other day. Paychex got his shirt. Everybody's shirt should be in.
That's not all he said. Read the whole thing, son.
That is all he said, damn it.
Bloodbird.
That is all he said. Everybody's shirt should be in. There were a few people that wanted shirts. We did not get the 10. Didn't get the 10. Absolute Style said he wanted a shirt. I think SBZ, who's not in here right now, I think he said he wanted a shirt. Hop Dog asked for the mistake on purpose. But that's only 3. That ain't 10. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Tis with it. Yeah, it is.
But yeah, that's the eternal sponsor. Did we have a black business for this week? Because we forgot to check it.
I don't think we do.
I do. I'd have to grab it if we want to get it. Maybe I could do it at the end of the show. Q the Queen already talked about him, so we have to get that in. I'll grab that before the show's over, so we can get that in. Hump Day Heat pickups. Got the list. God damn it! Who started this rumor? I am a Christian. Just checked my mail today. Got both my TK shirts. So everybody's checking in, which is good. I'm happy y'all let me know y'all got your shirts. Keep talking, bitch. Nice shirt, be frank. Yeah, we had to change up the quality. That's why the price went up. We had to go ahead and change that one up. Dre Kicks from Downtown Bang. Only one scared to wear that pink shirt is the one with the Vienna sausage. Damn.
Well,
He called not your little pee-pees. He called not your little pee-pees. Wow. Roscoe Kicks, what's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through. Rubik's 15. It is the blacked out. I don't have one over here, but it's the blacked out TK shirt. So it's the blacked out version of that logo and the blacked out version of the G.I. Joe logo that we talked about. It's on our page like 3 posts back. If we're interested, that's the one that happened. Okay, Paychecks, we're not gonna do the helmet of salvation. That's what we're not gonna do. So
we're not gonna talk about the helmet of salvation.
What's left to say? We might get into that. We get into that. So let's get into our Hump Day Heat. Kadi, you go first this week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did you have on feet today? Put the book away.
I had on today charcoal 9s.
Don't see that one out. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, had these on today. Didn't really do much. Just went to go get mail and went outside for a hot minute before it rained.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup. I'll go next just because I'm fucking running my mouth. I had on the classics, them Club C's, them white Club C's. Go ahead, Kadi.
Hi, Meredith. How are you?
God damn it. These nice. Didn't get to go do a bunch of running because I was waiting all day for a phone call that never came. So we might have to see what's up. That's what I had on the day.
There it is.
Rocking the classics today. That's what I rocked, them Club C's.
Look at that. That right there says, thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel around the world and back again.
You're coming around the car. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Come on. To a party. And invited everyone you knew. You would be the biggest thing.
I'm not gonna do the screaming. I'm not. That was it. I threw. That was all I had. That's all I had.
I know Q over there like yes.
That's all I had. I can't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Then they start calling you and get your record deal and shit like that. I gotta keep it on the low key, low ski. You know what I mean? Ain't gotta know. I ain't going up. You know what I'm talking about? OG, what did you rock today?
Socks.
Damn.
That's it.
Yo, that shit was bad quick. Oh, geez, what you rock today? Socks. Just socks.
That's it. Just
Damn.
socks.
I see the homie, your boy Splash is in here.
Splash, what's
Splash,
good?
I'm tripping.
Shout
What's
out
going
to the
on?
blood.
Tachi. I
What's
see
going
Chappelle
on?
Hannon. That's the first time I've seen that name. Is that a first timer?
I think so, maybe.
Chappelle Hannon, welcome to the
Welcome.
ignorance of our little pussy ass show. We appreciate you for coming through. Make sure you hit that like button. Let us know if you like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and let us know what we can do to be better. You know what I'm talking about? OG, hat on the socks. So we'll let you go first with the pickups.
You probably shouldn't.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
No. It's not even like that. This is the problem. It's not open.
It ain't even open yet.
Yeah, but I could. Hey, we'll just do it right here, live on.
I got to pick up while you're
You're
doing
not
that.
ready.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do my pickup while you're doing that. Today, I got a care package from
Let me put you on
one of my best friends. One of my best friends. Well, one of my ex-best friends. Because I got a diaper, people. I don't have any kids. I don't have any
Wait.
kids.
Open it up.
I refuse. I will not.
We didn't see inside. Bloodberg. We didn't see inside.
I'm going to read you the beautiful letter that was sent with this. Your nephew sends his well wishes. Be blessed. Loved you, bruh. Don't worry. He didn't use the diaper. And I'm just going to let you see the other side of the card. But I did. Kadillac Jackson, you ain't shit. Okay? I just want to let you know, Kadillac Jackson, he went ahead, USPS, priority mail, a diaper.
Listen, if Marcus said it right there. You see the blue line.
I don't know anything about that. He sent me
I know you don't know about the blue line.
A used diaper from somebody I used to call my friend. So when I finally do go to New York, I'm fucking him up. That's pretty much it. Motherfuckers think it's a game. Thought I was just saying Black John Wick for something to do. You know what I'm talking about? We got him on deck, Caddy. We got him on deck. I'm about to fillet his ass. Fillet. I'm about to fillet his ass. Somebody wants a pork shoulder. We about to get this nigga done, son. We about to get that. All right. That's my pickup. That's my pickup. That's all I got. OG saved the show. What did you get?
There is no saving after that.
Fucking diaper.
I still need you to open it up. I think there might be some candy for you.
Talk about a solution for kicks. Don't be holding up the mail system with that foolery. You just waiting for that kicks they ordered back in October, and you sending out diapers full of that package. The gall.
Okay, this
and I paid for it to be 2-day express.
You raggedy motherfucker.
He really likes you. He really.
My fingers stink now. Ew.
Y'all know I like collections, especially collections of African inspired things. I'm really went all in along with Beard. Actually, I follow his lead.
Oh yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Thank you. On the Untold Truth joints. But one of the lesser known things was a Black Fives. And if you don't know about Black Fives, that was the black basketball teams that predated African Americans being in the NBA. That was a Nike collection, and I have a few of those. But recently, they kind of switched affiliations. The museum or the organization that is sponsoring or trying to keep this information alive, and they have done a collaboration with Puma. So I got one of their first collaborations, and actually the box is really dope. Like their thing is make history now, and on the top of the box you got the flags of some of the different black social clubs that sponsored these basketball teams, and obviously they were black fives because it's 5 players on the team, and most of them were black. So they had a like a basketball shoe and a kind of a runner, which is kind of odd, but
Yeah.
I preferred one over the other, and so I just went with that one. And I haven't seen them. I literally just opened the box.
We seen you. Just open the box, fresh out the box, like you're a YouTuber or something. Okay, we got the Chanel Uma logo.
Here we go. So see, you
Picked up 2 pair of Air Forces, move your sole joints, and the olive Gore-Tex. Still waiting on my Iversons. 2 more fitteds. Damn, people paying $200 for fitteds? Jesus Christ!
Wow, where in what world?
Trying to get them J-Tips fitteds.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not here.
All-Star Dunks and Georgetown 3s for KB Fresh Kicks. Got up on some early University Blue 4s. Waiting on them now. Damn. I'm mad about them Georgetown 3s. I really wanted them. I had 4 devices in front of me or 4 applications in front of me to get them. Struck out. 2 of them just didn't load. Like, fuck it.
4 devices?
I had my computer up with one window open. I had my iPad up with another window open. I had my sneakers app open. I had my wife's sneakers app open. And her sneakers immediately went into pending. Mine did the whole waiting bullshit.
Yeah, spin cycle.
Yeah, and then the other 2 were on websites. One was for Finish Line and one was for, I forget, but they never loaded. They just never fucking loaded. So I didn't get them. It is a pair that I want, but I think I've talked myself out of paying resale for those. So if I don't get them for retail, oh well.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to actually hit on those because as soon as I went into my sneakers app, it froze.
Yeah.
My whole phone locked up, and I literally had to shut the phone down and reboot it. And y'all know how long that takes.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. You still hit, so didn't work for me. It is what it is. I guess I don't need them if that's the case. But I got one more shot, I believe, tomorrow. I might be able to scoop them up tomorrow for retail. And I did good, fellas. I called around. There was a Champs that had a pair. It was a size 14. Wow. There was another Champs here that had a size 8 and a size 4. And I was like, I could get them and then do the whole bullshit. But I was like, let's just leave them for somebody else to get them. Because I was there. And I was like, I was like, you know what? Let's just leave them for the people. Also, full disclosure, I checked StockX and it wasn't worth the hustle. It wasn't.
The blood I know.
It wasn't worth the hustle. I was like, I could buy them and I could sell them and I could pick them up. But by the time I was done with all that, I would have just been paying the extra that it was for the shoes. So I was like, fuck all that. I'm not doing that. So didn't get those. Kadi.
Yes.
What did you pick up, sir?
I picked
up the styles. I mean, the 13.
And these actually just came in before the show started. I picked up.
Oh, Kadi, before you open your shoes, V's Kicks done stepped up in the room.
Hey, twin.
He's such a liar.
I picked up the Kim Jones Air Max 95s.
I've never even seen this shit. What the fuck is going on? Where did this come from?
What's up?
No, go ahead. I was gonna say, wait a minute, you haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kim Jones is a designer who is a male. People did not know. They was like, this woman designed this shoe. It's like, no, it's a guy from London who designed the shoe. Did this gray and orange Air Max 95. Shit is fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to get these. So you'll probably see me with these on for Air Max Day this Friday.
It's a good looking shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up the Club 58 SBs for Hot Doggy. What did V's Kick say? Oh, okay. Just talking to each other. Regular chat. You know how we do. Looking through the chat. Something happened to the feed. I don't know. It's YouTube be fucking up. All right, so we're gonna get into our list. We're gonna get into the lace up. We got a couple topics. And this might take a little bit of time, so we're gonna do what we got to do. Let's do this one first, OG. Let's talk about these motherfucking off-white fragment shits. Let's just get this out the way. No Timmy Timer, because like I said, we're gonna roll today. What do y'all think about this shoe? What do y'all plan on getting it? What do y'all think about the shoe? And is it one that you would actually rock? Those are separate questions.
Let me get her up here on the screen.
Because I can say for me, I saw the shoe. I don't mind the idea of a double collab kind of thing, but I don't like the shoe because the toe box is throwing it all off for me.
This shoe is ugly to me with a passion. I cannot see this shoe being stylish. I can't see somebody pulling this shoe off. It just looks weird to me.
And it's probably because we haven't seen them like this. Like we haven't seen a release where the box is white and the toe is a color. It's usually black and the color, black and white, or the color with a white. This is white with the color, and it just looks off. It makes the shoe look like a knockoff.
Yeah. I can see this shoe being used for flip.
Everybody's going to get it for flip. I don't know who's getting them for the toe. I mean, I'm sure there's some people going to get it for the toe to flex, but as a fresh outfit, if I came up on these and it was let's say it was, you had to keep them. This is so far from my rotation. My Royals, my fake ass fragments, my Royal Lows, my Storm Blues. Like it's so far down the list of when I would wear them. My metallic blue. This is
at the bottom.
Yeah, it's not a shoe that I would put on. Like, there's no reason I would reach for that. And that's just in ones. If I go to my sport blue threes, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could do this for a while. And I love ones, but this one's not. That's not my jam. It's definitely not for the toe for me. And I'm probably, because I'm low key, high key, anti-resale on this shit, I'm just gonna leave them alone. I don't think I'm even gonna put in the shot. I'm just gonna leave them alone. Y'all can have them. No look past what E-Money Shoes said. OG, you feeling like E-Money?
Yeah, I'm good on all of this. I mean, it's only for the flip. I mean, it have to be like the miracle of get it in hand and have one of those
first.
Like, oh my God, I have to have it. I changed my mind. How did I not know? But nah, it looks all off. It's like, I want to like it. I want it. But nope.
I don't want to like it.
I want to like it because I really like the reverse swoosh. Like that, for me, that is one of the best design elements Nike's done, is the reverse. I love the way that sits on the high. And if I had the money to change all of my ones to reverse swooshes, I probably would, because I like it that much. But I don't like the color blocking at all.
I would ask KB, like, is it dope because it's a frag? Like, if it wasn't a frag, would you feel that same way?
Let's do it differently.
Okay.
Let's make it a normal AJ1 high OG. Right?
With the swoosh going the normal way?
Yeah, the swoosh going the normal way. That same blue, the blue in the toe box, same midsole, same outer sole, same collar.
Trash. Outlets. For me, outlets. Jordan 1s be moving, but like that's an outlet. That's an outlet shoe. That color blocking is horrible.
Yeah,
to me.
I can't. I think it's all the white. I don't know what it is. It's not right, and it's like,
no, you hit a home run. That's exactly what it is. It's all the white.
It's like, I don't know.
Looking at the chat, there are going to be more people flipping. 313. Garbage truck juice is what Hot Dog said. Needs more blue. E-money shoes. I agree with that. I just don't know where because they fucked it up with the toe. Like they really
and that would be the thing. If you took the eye where the eye stays are and the rest of the toe box, not the inner, not the mud guard, not the toe box, and made that blue and made the toe box white
or black,
then we be working with something. But because all of that is white, it looks weird. It looks like you did a white toe.
And me and OG were talking about this before the show, and I was like, if I got him, and I like the material because KB is talking about it. He said with that same quality material, he'd rock it. If I got those and the quality was dope enough, it was like, okay, maybe I'll keep it for a custom. Would I paint that, the eye stay in the toe box black and then keep them? And I'm like, at that point, I'm probably still like, I got them. I'm either going to like them like this or I'm just going to flip them. And so for me, I don't even want that conflict. I'm just going to let them go. I'm not even going to tempt for these. That's what I'm saying today.
Well,
right?
Nobody's going to get them. Nobody on this show is going to get them.
This is true. But now if we fuck around and I can get these for, let's say it again for the one time, like I say it for every show, if I can get my unions, then I would have to jump out there on that ledge. If you Google the colorway, it's an original unreleased sample. Well, here's the thing, and I say this about a lot of Tupac's music. There's a reason that this shit is unreleased.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to leave that shit alone, bro.
When I hear that,
it's unreleased for a reason.
Sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kyle Goodwin, what's going on? Said I'm rocking with these. Don't sugarcoat. Look at this shit. Don't sugarcoat that shit. There's a reason why a lot of ones went to outlets back then. These are super outlet trash, only worth $59.99. Well, damn, GTC Reels.
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, don't hold back at all because it's whack. It's a mixtape fodder, cutting room floor. Okay, I see a lot of people saying that. So we should see. We'll see what happens. How many people at the Gottoms, or if this is one that you cop quietly and send to StockX to flip. But as it stands right now, look at Boosie.
Boosie's like
these are the size 11 men, retail plus ship.
She said, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, how you doing this evening?
So
I need a pair. Thanks."
So what you didn't understand was we ain't say we wasn't go tax if we hit. But we just,
all right, Boosie like, go ahead, let me get it for retail. No,
that's not gonna happen.
Boosie, we done seen you on the Instagrams. We done seen you out here with your little monies. Hit Boosie in the pocket, baby. I'm not saying that. They're just fucking around. If I get them, they going straight to StockX.
Them Biden bucks.
Absolute style said, if I get them, they're going straight to StockX. I feel you, bro. I'm leaving these alone for sure. Rather have Air Max 1 missing links than these. $10K for a pre-order right now. God damn.
What?
Really? Yeah, so we ain't getting these. Just to believe. Ain't nobody on this show hitting. Sorry, guys.
That's crazy. There was another picture, OG. If you scroll down, then we'll be done with this topic. If you scroll down to that one we were debating, right? Because everybody is putting up their idea of what the shoe looks like. So that's the one that's been circulating the most. Blue outsole, leather, tumble leather, looks like it's great. Keep scrolling, OG, for this other bullshit. Now, this one looks different. This one's got the black outsole, and the blue looks suede. Kadi is a fan of suede. He likes the Muppet feet. Does this change your opinion at all? Black outsole, suede blue.
Nah.
It gave me a little pause.
Okay, here's what made the change. The midsole is white like the shoe.
That is huge.
That made the change. With the midsole being white the same way as the shoe, it looks better. I still don't like it, but it looks better.
Yeah. I think that aged midsole look it's starting to be a little overdone.
Mm-hmm.
But it needs to complement the shoe some kind of way. And on this, it doesn't look good on this shoe. I've got a pair of the Yin Yang ones, the white pair, and I did a sole swap that's got an off-white midsole with a black outsole, and it makes the shoe look older. I'm like, hey, these kind of like my not Nigel's. These kind of fresh. They kind of fresh. It looks a little older because their shoe is white, so it looks older anyway. But this, all this freaky color blocking and then the off-white, I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know what this picture is, but I don't like it anymore. It's not redeeming.
Damn.
OG's cut the blow today. Nothing but the hits from OG. So speaking of collabs, OG, let's holler at the off-whites. Let's try and get into this list. Chat, we're gonna need your participation on this as well. Allegedly, there's going to be another run of off-white dunks this fall. So now we got the off-whites. Now we're doing a run, and this is called the Off-White by Off-White collab Nike Dunk Low, the 20 colorways. 20 colorways. Now look, we're not gonna read all these colorways. We can see the crayon box here. Chat, give us your raw opinions. Somebody called them the L's. There's gonna be like yeah, I know. There's gonna be like a million pairs. Stop already. I get it. It's a lot. But okay, so that brings up an interesting point, KB. For all of us that are mad about not being able to hit, about all of us that are not being able to grab some of the stuff we like, with this many opportunities, is this a way to shut us the fuck up?
No,
you get
because if we miss out on all these shits, you gonna be pissed as hell, big fella.
But is there any pair, like, do you want any of these? First off, does anybody want any of these?
Let me take a long look at these.
And chat, we're looking to hear from you too. There are some features on here that's different. I'm looking at the list too. Some of these it looks like they got weird leather uppers with some speckling or some shit in there.
The only pair I liked was the pair that y'all showed that was gray with the pink straps on it. The pink bungee cords.
Well, you know, I'm not those because it's gray. So
yeah. Other than that, I'm looking at these and I'm like, the yellow one, no. The blue ones, they're not Carolina blue. Like, I think those are kind of dope.
These are just bad to me, bro. Like when he did the pairs that he did last year, I was like, "This is an ugly shoe."
Yeah, it is.
That whole lace thing on the outside.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Wait, what the hell is that?
So I don't know. It's 30 or 50. I don't know.
So there's 50 pair.
Yeah, ain't nobody getting these.
So each one. So he's doing 20 of these, and they're all limited to 50 pairs.
No, I think there's 50 colors. That's color number 30.
Well, then why would it be called the 20?
Bruh, I don't know. Like that right there. That right there. If you don't get those Taco Bell dunks off the screen, bro.
And for the record,
take out the garbage shoe.
Bro, that is you ordered 2 chalupas.
The real sneakerheads in here, Kadi, are checking you. It's 50 pair each color from KB Fresh Kicks and Paychecks. It's the 50 series.
Yeah.
So it's 50 pair each color.
Bro.
I'm good on all of these.
I need to see all 50.
Why?
I don't.
And the only reason the bungee cord going across in the middle and that irks my fucking nerve.
I mean, you can take it out, but then you got all these loopholes.
Yeah, you got holes in your shoes and you can't wear them out in the rain. That shit. Well,
I would hope Nike's a little smarter than that. They got a little backing on there, but this shoe's ugly. I'm gonna say the shoe's ugly. I don't like it. I don't like the color combinations. This shit is ugly. None of this shit. What is the upper? What? Look at the baby blue What is that? What is that? Oh my God! What is
What
that?
is that?
The shoe need lotion. What the fuck is that? It's got bad skin. The shoe's got eczema.
Nappy
What is that?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm good, bro. This shit is horrible. Horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So shout out to Paychecks. We not getting the third shift Taco Bells.
Virgil out of pocket is what Chappelle said. Dumpster juice for BX Raise Me. The Fozzie Suede. Are they really? Ugh. Not a fan of the Virgil, the design element with the holes in the strings really bad. I agree with you, GTC Real. Word on the street is this is Virgil and Nike's last run. Well, that's unfortunate. Because I mean they bit a lot of his design elements for some of his shoes and made some nice looking shoes. But these are horrible. $150 is I guess the price point. $180. There's no way I'm paying $180 for this. That's just horrible, bro. Q the Queen said get you a nice pair of parachute pants to go with the bungee strings.
Get you some hammer pants.
Well, now, so I don't know where I'm from, right? When I was growing up, there was two different parachute pants. There was parachute pants, is what a lot of people called the hammer pants, but then there was parachute pants that was made like from ripstop, and it had zippers all over them. From St. Louis, we was calling them parachute pants because it felt like parachute material. So they were called parachute pants as well. Those are like the Breaking Beat Street pants. So every time I hear somebody say parachute pants, I'm like, which ones are you talking about? Because I don't know. Either way, you could wear the zipper pair or the hammer pair. And these shoes, you look like shit. You look like shit. And I'm going to say that. Beautiful. Look, rock and cop what you like. Word to Pop Lewis. But I'm not going to give you a dap. If you post these up, I'm not liking your picture. I don't think it's possible for you to take a dope ass sneaker picture. KB Fresh Kicks, Cadillac Jackson. Who else takes some really dope ass pictures that I fuck with? Dre Kicks, some dope ass pictures. OG. I don't think you can set up a picture nice enough with those shoes on. Looks like I'll be watching baseboards and some shit with these.
She gonna be like Cinderella shit when these drop.
I'm not liking these at all. Did y'all see anything else in the chat before we get to the next topic?
Nah.
All right. So we're going to keep it sneakers. We're going to keep it moving. The next topic on the list is the NBA Earned Edition jerseys. This is Cadillac Jackson's topic. He is Cadillac James is up in this thing. Cadillac.
Yes.
As OG pulls these up on the list, what do you think about the idea of the earned? First of all, let the Kick Talkers know what the Earned Edition jerseys are. And then let us know about it.
So the Earned Edition jerseys are jerseys that were made for all the teams that made it to the bubble last year. And I think for 19 of the teams, the jerseys were different style jerseys where the color silver was supposed to be added somewhere into the jersey. And with exceptions for the Lakers jersey, which has gold in it because they're the NBA champions, which I don't understand because they already had gold in their jerseys. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, so they came up with these jerseys for the second half of the NBA season. And yeah, I don't particularly care for a lot of these jerseys. I would say my favorite one is probably either Toronto's or Brooklyn, just because it's Brooklyn. The one that I don't even know why they made, Indiana Pacers.
So you're gonna show us around? You like those?
No, I said the one I don't understand why they made because it looks exactly like their jerseys now.
No, OG had the Heat ones up, and I was like, wait a minute. I mean, not the Heat. I'm sorry, the Raptors one. Yeah, the Pacers. I think they've gotten all the mileage they can get out of that. It's almost time for a redesign with their shit. Like we've gotten all the mileage we're gonna get out of this whole idea. Y'all gotta hit the.
At this point, bring back the old jerseys that they used to wear. Bring back some of the old designs.
They weren't dope either.
Yeah, but it's better than this.
Hold up, bro. What, Kadi?
I don't mind this jersey.
I do.
What? So, OG, you don't like it?
No, not at all. And I usually like Brooklyn stuff. This is trash.
Yeah, I don't mind this jersey.
That looks like gentrification. That's what that jersey looks like. That jersey has no flavor, for Brooklyn. That is the most soulless jersey. I know Subways, right? It's supposed to be the Subway.
Exactly.
We get it, right? We understand.
That's the only reason why, because it looks like the Subway.
You don't even like the Subway.
Nigga, I work for the Subway.
And you don't like it?
Can I get
Says who? They sign my checks.
You like the checks. Every time your logo,
nigga, they pay for all these sneakers and shit. I love them.
Like, don't fuck me up. I take Subway to sleep.
Bring up a happy home. Don't bring up a happy home.
If I could be honest, I don't even understand the New Jersey designs. Us fans don't care. We want to watch basketball. Hey, that's real shit, Q the Queen. That's real. So I'm looking through them as OG's looking. I have not looked. Right, I have not looked at these. I see a lot of jerseys that look like they're not improvements. No. They're not adding anything. I like the idea of the bubble jerseys, the earned jerseys like that. I think that's cool, and I really think that they could do that every year for the playoff teams. Right, playoff teams, you get special jerseys, commemorate you making the playoffs next season, but I think it needs to be relegated to only the teams with winning records. If you made the playoffs in the East at fucking 30-52, you don't get no New Jersey. You don't. No, you don't.
Not at all.
What? No, you at least need to have a winning record. 500 don't get it. You at least need to have a winning record.
Highlight what Q just said.
Hang on. You know it takes a minute to come up over here. So if she just said it, you have to wait.
Oh, yeah. Kadi, read the comment.
The comment is, I've never heard anyone say, you know what? Them 90s Bulls jerseys need a change.
And they fucked it up when they did that New Jersey. They brought that New Jersey out, and I was like, why? Some shit is timeless. Certain teams, and maybe we can do this on another episode, certain teams across sports never need a New Jersey. The Yankees never need a New Jersey. Go ahead.
Got a good question for you. Should the Detroit Pistons jerseys have ever changed?
No.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
It just worked.
Yeah.
And they went through that bullshit. When they put them that horse and the goddamn bruh.
With the exhaust pipes.
Oh my God. I saw that. I was like, are they serious? Nah, that shit was trash.
I bet they had the horse from the Rainbow Bright movie on their jerseys. That shit is ridiculous.
No, that shit was horrible. I think the Grizzlies, like when they moved them, that was cool. But the old Grizzlies jerseys I thought was fire.
The Vancouver joints?
Yes, the Vancouver. I always loved those jerseys.
Yeah.
Clean as hell. Both colorways.
Like you said, there's a lot of jerseys. I agree with both of you. There's a lot of jerseys you don't ever need to change. Like you could just stay the same forever.
Yeah. Grant Hill was kicking ass in the jerseys. Listen, he was probably playing with a chip on his shoulder. Y'all got me out here wearing this My Little Pony bullshit. I got to go put 40 on you dogs.
Listen, Mike, but Grant got a chance to wear both jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Grant got a chance to wear both jerseys.
If I remember right, his first shoe came out with the new jerseys.
Yeah.
So it was the wrong blue. He had the navy blue and white shoe with the teal bullshit jersey. That's horrible. Mm-hmm. That's horrible. Let me go back over here. Is that all we want to say on that? Anybody have a favorite y'all want to post up before we move on?
No true favorite.
No true favorite. OG, did you have a favorite on here?
No, they all look like they weren't earned. They were old. Like
Like if they were earned, like you earned detention, like you earned that expulsion.
you're going back in time. Yeah,
These are the punishment jerseys.
it was nothing special about them. I mean, I love the idea, but the execution in this particular case was somebody missed the mark. I think somebody got fired behind that.
Yeah, they're trash.
It's not a good look.
A memo to the NBA: go back to the old jerseys, bro. Find some of them old designs and bring them back out. Bring back the old Pistons jersey.
It's not a good look. We're gonna switch off of kicks for a second here. This is a topic that I brought up. This is one of the topics I decided I wanted to see what y'all want to think. Get the kick talkers' opinion. So I'm a wrestling head. WWE Network is moving over to Peacock. It's going to be its new home for the WWE. Along with that, I believe the entire WWE library is going over, which is all the old WCW shit, WCCW, NWA, old WWE, WWF. The whole WWE Network is moving to Peacock. So that whole extensive library, we're talking about wrestling from the 60s and 50s. They got some older shit in there. And when they're doing this on Peacock, Peacock is going through and censoring some of the content. So they're piecing it up. So there's going to be there's a moment in wrestling history when Roddy Piper came out in complete blackface. And I don't mean black like it was shoe polish black. He had on a complete ass black ass outfit. They're taking that out. If you remember WWE when the Monday Night Wars were going on, a lot of that shit was not made for TV. It was on TV, but it wasn't made for TV, and none of that shit would fly. Like we're talking about Vince McMahon getting his ass whooped in a hospital bed with a bedpan and wearing a diaper. Like that shit would not be on TV right now. But that happened. Booker T and Stone Cold tore up a fucking supermarket, fighting out. You know, it was filmed in a supermarket. They was whooping each other's ass. A lot of that bullshit. Mark Henry. And now I'm gonna get the name wrong, but I want to say it was Mae Young. He was dating Mae Young. I don't know who the fuck Mark Henry is. Mae Young is an old ass white woman, and she gave birth to a hand. A fucking hand. A lot of shit happened on the show that's not gonna happen. GTC Reels. I like wrestling. It's my drama. So the reason I bring this up is because they're kind of taking out all of that controversial material. The same way we just heard last week, a week or so ago, about Pepe Le Pew being canceled.
Yo, that is.
And I want to know what y'all thoughts are on cancel culture, on the move of Peacock and WWE, and the idea of canceling Pepe Le Pew. What are y'all thoughts in general, as well as the chat? Paycheck, shut up. We coming for you, nigga. I want to know what y'all thoughts are on this. About the PC culture idea in general.
Yo, I believe we as humans are doing way too much. Like there was shit that happened in the past that it happened in the past, bro. Like I think now everything goes under a microscope so thoroughly that it's like Pepe Le Pew, bro. That was some of the funniest cartoon shit in history.
What up, KFS? Welcome
And
to the show, fam.
And for them to cancel Pepe Le Pew, calling him rapish and rapey, nah, bro.
So you don't agree that he was rapist or rapey?
I would agree he was extra.
He was trying to force himself on that lady, Kadi.
Listen, it was a cartoon between a skunk and a cat. This wasn't humans.
He was kissing her when she didn't want to be kissed.
Really? That's what we doing?
But that's why they canceled it.
Bro, I'm sorry. I didn't see it that way as a kid. I don't see it that way now. Like I get other stuff, but I feel like we do a lot. We try to cancel everything. I think some things deserve to be canceled. Like they want to cancel Speedy Gonzalez.
Why? So do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so what do you feel like deserves to be canceled?
And
I'm looking at the chat. Cancel Miss Piggy because she's rapey. Pepe was going after what he wanted.
Miss Piggy was rapey. Miss Piggy was rapey.
Pinching.
Let me see.
So they already canceled Speedy Gonzalez years ago. They canceled Apu from the Simpsons.
Damn. Let me see.
Regular Mike said Harvey Weinstein. Canceled.
Yeah.
Agree.
Canceled. Agree with that.
That doesn't work. That's a gimme. Kadi, give us one that you think deserves to be canceled. God damn it.
Would you cancel?
No, would you cancel? You.
No, I'm asking because Charlie Brown's sister.
We asking you first. Who do you think deserves to be canceled?
OG made a face. Charlie Brown's sister.
Don't answer. Kadi is trying to skirt the question.
I'm not trying to skirt the question.
Please answer
because what I'm saying is this. If you're canceling Pepe Le Pew, Charlie Brown's sister used to push herself on Linus. Sweet baboon and everything, or try to give him a kiss, and then he would move away and everything like that.
Kadi, who do you think deserves to be canceled? Don't you try and squirm from this question.
I'm trying to think. Who would I say deserves to be canceled?
I think your delay in your response is that you don't think that any of that needs to be canceled. And I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. This is just conversation. So I think that's interesting because a lot of us grew up watching that stuff and it didn't affect us. At least we don't think, right? Not in the way that we're oppressing other people and no shit like that. It probably, as a man, influenced the way we interact with women on a certain level. I think that's probably safe and very conservative to say.
Okay, so Solution and Kicks just said one. Tom and Jerry. Come on, people. Y'all forgot about those episodes. Tom and Jerry used blackface. Because there was one episode where Tom stuck his face into something and it blew up in his face and he turned into the black mama with the voice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but if you, and I'm not saying I disagree with you, but then why wouldn't you do?
No, but what I'm saying is if you're canceling Pepe Le Pew, right?
Yes.
There's going to be a whole bunch of cartoons and a whole bunch of shows like Paychecks to Dukes to Hazzard. You got to cancel that whole shit.
Why you got to cancel Dukes to Hazzard?
Confederate flag. Were there any black people on Dukes to Hazzard?
No. If we canceling TV shows because there was no black people on them, it's a whole lot. Like half of all of the 1950s are gonna be killed.
And I was gonna say, living in Texas, I've driven through towns where there ain't no black people. I've driven on the way to Waco. There's some towns that you pass through, ain't no black people. So Dukes of Hazzard, aside from the Confederate flag, could just be a regular day in a secluded part of Texas.
I'll say this about Pepe Le Pew, and this is not original thought. I heard this in another discussion of this, and I really thought well of it. Mm-hmm. There was an opportunity not to cancel him and to reform him in place and make him the most PC, good afternoon, ma'am, let me put out your chair. All right, I don't want to say anything that's making you uncomfortable, and flip the whole comedy the completely opposite direction. Mm-hmm. And not canceling. I think well of that. But I just in general, I think I asked you the question about
would you cancel Boondocks?
Would I cancel Boondocks?
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch it enough to necessarily know to say one or the other. I'd leave that to somebody who really watched the Boondocks because I didn't. But I'm just going to say in general, it's a slippery slope. You know, I think there's some things that you can probably get a larger majority of people to agree on, but there's always going to be some good points for not, or something's going to be more personal to you than the other. You know, like, you know, insert whatever you want there. Go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
So this is just because I see the chat and everybody's saying Dukes of Hazzard had no black people. You can Google this. In case you weren't counting, that's 24 black characters in 10 seasons and 236 episodes of Dukes of Hazzard.
So that's like
that's what they're talking about.
That's like one black person every 10 episodes almost.
And that's me paraphrasing, but you can Google it. So there's an article that says the Dukes of Hazzard had more black characters than Friends of Seinfeld. So somebody has apparently done all the work. And I don't think that necessarily, depending on the show, the inclusion or not or disillusion, or however you want to put that, of a different race, depending on the story you're telling, is necessarily racist. Like I said, depending on where that was and shot, that could have happened. Canceling Pepe Le Pew, I think OG made a great point that some of the stuff can be reformed. I think a lot of us feel like it didn't affect me, so it shouldn't have to change. But I also clap for the idea that you're in a position to make things different. Do it. I don't see a lot wrong with that. There are opportunities to have conversations with kids when you see something that's weird. But now if the show comes back on, are they learning? Like, one of the things that I do miss about the shows that we watch, when we watch G.I. Joe and shit like that, when they had something that came up, there was a conversation afterwards. The more you know, it was, you talked about it. It was a moment to have a discussion if adults were watching TV with you. And then the next episode was something different and you can keep it moving. We don't have that opportunity anymore. That whole after school shit doesn't happen. So now what we just got is capsules of shit that happened when times were different. And I think once we start drawing lines, like you said, okay, maybe this shouldn't be on the show because it's about black folks, and maybe this shouldn't be that. I get it. I didn't bring this up because I have a definitive answer. I just think it's interesting, the pushback, because I've had this conversation at my job and I think we talked about this on the show. I might have brought it up on the show, where one of the airports in California, Orange County Airport, is SNA is the airport code, but it was known as John Wayne Airport. Mm-hmm. Well, what came out is that John Wayne did an interview for Playboy where he he was flat out racist. Mm-hmm. He was talking about black people don't deserve this. They can't control themselves. They don't deserve to be in positions of power, all of this shit. And so the conversation came up that we're going to change the name from John Wayne Airport back to Orange County Airport. And people resisted because they were like, well, why? I'm like, well, nigga, we're looking at something that we're venerating. We're putting them up on the pedestal. I think when you start naming monuments and facilities after people, that's what you're doing. You're elevating their position. And if you're elevating his position and you have record, not that whole, if we go and pull up anybody's tape, you said something, fuck all that. We have this on record. Let's not talk about hypotheticals. We have this on record. It was an article that went to print. Maybe it's not a bad idea to change it. So I'm kind of torn on the issue. WWE as well. I applaud the idea of trying to make something better, but I also understand people saying, nah, like, that's opportunity to learn.
I just feel like if you start changing things in the past, then you need to you're going to end up putting everything under a microscope, and you're going to wipe out everything that we ever grew up watching.
And why is that bad though? If it's problematic, why is that bad?
But that's the thing. I don't see Pepe Le Pew as problematic, because I didn't watch Pepe Le Pew and thought, oh, okay, I can do that too. Like, as a kid, you learn, or you can even tell your kids it's a cartoon. That's not real life.
So I'll use this example, and this is like real life. It'll take a little bit longer to make my point. Okay. I told you guys before, when I was small, I was younger. After we left Chicago, we moved to Iowa,
right?
Because of my dad's job. When we lived in Iowa, my father was very active in the NAACP, and he led a boycott and got the Little Rascals black and white TV show taken off the air. And the reason for doing that was that it was playing in the afternoon when the only people that were watching it was impressionable children. And the feeling was that that was not something that needed to be out there for kids to see. There was no value in it, and that it was teaching and it was instilling ideas about black folks that were outdated. They were old and they served no purpose. And there was other humor that could have been inserted or other cartoons or other afternoon things, but that had to go, and it went. So I think that, to your point, Kadi, like, just because it didn't affect you doesn't mean that that was an example that affected someone else in a different way. And when you talk about impressionable children, I think when you look at some of these things from an adult eye, it's completely different than you're just a kid that's kind of consuming it. Just like when you watch, when we used to watch any kind of karate stuff, and the first thing we're gonna do when we go outside is we kicking our boy. We jumping up in the air and we kicking and we trying to do chops because we just trying to repeat what we just saw. That's what kids do.
Yeah, but you also don't see kids taking a stick of dynamite and putting up their kid friend's pants and trying to light the shit.
That is that is the extreme. I don't know, but I can't necessarily say that that.
But you do. It's called Jackass. It's called Jackass. It's a whole fucking show. Niggas made millions off of this shit. Like it happened. Now, whether it happened when they were 4 or whether they were 20, it happened. It's the same shit. Boosie Baby said that I think that we're being too sensitive nowadays. And my only response to that is, what is sensitivity other than listening to somebody's objection? Right? So if somebody's offended, they don't say shit, they're not sensitive, right? That means you're tough. But if you're offended and you say something, well, now you're being sensitive. So if we're listening to people's objections, I guess I'm saying that's kind of the point. If the objection to changing history, and here's another way to spin it to an extreme. If we're saying that you shouldn't change shit because it's in the past, and then we talk about people taking down monuments and they should take them down, or we talk about segregation, we talk about all these things that are in our past that are horrible, that need fixing. This may not be the same level of horrible in somebody's opinion, but if I'm raising a daughter in a time where they're being inundated with all this bullshit, so now Pepe Le Pew is different. It's going to feel different because my 8-year-old daughter that's watching Pepe Le Pew is going to be followed by a TV show that's on prime time with kids laying in bed shirtless, or YouTube, which is, you know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that stimuli has grown and it's more accessible across all media. Should we not take a look at it? I don't have kids, so I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I don't know that there's like if you do this, then it makes everything fall into line perfectly. It's always gonna, in my opinion, kind of go like this, and depending on what the thing is, it's gonna be different. But for we as black folks, that Confederate flag hits different.
Yeah, absolutely.
For someone else, Speedy Gonzalez or something else may hit different.
We're being sensitive.
So it's like you gotta kind of really be careful. Like, and I'm not saying that you're not being careful, Kadi. I want to be clear. But just because it doesn't affect you that particular way, it doesn't mean that like, I feel like the Pepe Le Pew thing happened because it was supposed to be in the new Space Jam movie. LeBron has his I Promise school, and he's all about positive images and everything, for the kids in the school. And it's going to be a lot of kids are going to be seeing this movie, whether they, we think it's any good or it should have been made in the first place, all that set aside. And is that something that you want to have in there, or can the story go forward without it? They chose that the story could go forward without it. And it's clear what the reasons why. But like I said, to me, you could have reformed him in that moment and turned him into something completely different. Just like if you were taking the Little Rascals, to go back to my example, and updating it and making everything full circle so that it's not the other thing that we thought with the bulging eyebrows and the people that can't even speak proper or speak connected English. I'm not going to say proper, but because none of us speak proper English. That's something that came over. Really, the English we speak is bastardized from the proper British English. But that's a whole other discussion.
And OG, if you get a chance, start grabbing any quotes that you see that are interesting. I also want to say this. KB made a good point. He said there's a difference between being where did it go? I just lost it. There's a big difference between being vocal and being oversensitive. And that's it sounds good to say, but I don't know the difference. Growing up, again, taking it back to wrestling, the black topic is way too easy. Like talking about blacks in wrestling, that's too easy. I could do that all day. But for something that didn't affect me directly, right? But I didn't even know at the time, and I guess that's kind of my point. I didn't know at the time that the Mexicools was racist. What's the Mexicools? The Mexicools, hear me out here. Now, again, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. We didn't have a lot of Mexicans where I was growing up. It's black and white. That's pretty much it. It literally, St. Louis was 50-50 black and white. Wasn't a lot of Mexicans. There wasn't a lot of other races. If you look at the demographics when I was growing up, it's probably fucking 60-40. That was it. The Mexicools in WWE was a trio of Mexican wrestlers who rode to the ring in a fucking lawnmower. Their gimmick were that they were a lawn crew. St. Louis, I don't know shit about this. I think it's a dumbass gimmick because it's wrestlers that are doing it, but I don't know the other racial shit implications. So now, if I'm still in St. Louis somewhere living in a box, I grew up on this shit and I haven't seen an influx or whatever, somebody saying now that the Mexicools is racist, how do we say that they're being overly sensitive or being vocal? That's fucking racist. And I can say that as my black ass now, not knowing then that that's racist. I can say growing up watching G.I. Joe that the motherfucker roadblock, the fact that everything he said was rhymes, that was funny and cool until you think about the context. This nigga can only speak in rhymes? That's some bullshit. And that was how many cartoons were like that? Jazz. Every time I speak, I talk like a jazz singer. You a fucking robot and you stuck in blackface? This shit was just peddled to us regularly. So saying that it's not, that we're being sensitive when you're able to call that shit out, I don't know what the line is. So I like what KB said, but I'm flat out confused about the idea of there being a difference between speaking on what offends you and being sensitive.
Yeah, I would agree.
The line is where I'm offended. Yeah, the line is where I'm offended. Once I'm fucking offended, you're offensive. Now, you don't have to agree with it, but if I'm offended, it's a fucking problem for me. It might not be a problem for you. And all we're looking at, in my opinion, is that people are saying, okay, this is a problem. Pepe Le Pew, I mean, the real problem is that the motherfuckers wrote him that way, but we'll focus on the cartoon, was perpetuating the same shit that got Harvey Weinstein fucked up. Because Pepe Le Pew had given her, he gave her fucking drugs. He slipped her roofies. And she woke up in his house tied up and like, that shit is not cool. Just because it was cartoon form don't mean shit. It wasn't cool. But we didn't know that shit then we was kids. But now you're in a position to change it.
But at one point, didn't she chase him too?
She did the flip-flop like the Cupid arrow, some shit like that, and she was chasing him, which was also fucked up. Like the idea of forcing yourself on someone when they don't want your advances, that's not cool.
No, not at all.
Right. So no matter how you flip it, it's not cool. I'm cool with people sharing, addressing their feelings, but when people try to force their feelings, beliefs on others, it can become a problem. Well, I mean, that's the country though. right? So that's ultimately what we're talking about is the forcing of the feelings and belief is coming from the TV show. It's coming from the TV screen. We looked at Tom and Jerry. The idea that black people were inferior came through from the nanny. We looked at Heckle and Jekyll. They were fucking blackface. That was flat out fucking blackface. You look at G.I. Joe, which is supposed to be Yo Joe, all this positivity, but the only nigga on the show was rapping and scatting, and everything that he said sounded like a rhyme, and that's what come on, bro. Like, and then you had refrigerator like it was bullshit. It was bullshit. And I don't personally have an issue with trying to fix shit that we grew up on because it's different. I don't have a big issue with that. But Boosie said earlier, and maybe that was you, OG. There also should be a time for due process. There also should be a time for people to grow. I don't agree with the idea that somebody tweeted something back in 2002 and then we can't fuck with them in 2021, because that's a lot of shit that's changed. I personally, I'll put myself on that. This is not on no PC type bullshit. Before I knew anything about guns, I was the nigga that said that we need to do some gun shit. Guns need to be regulated. We need to do something. We need to do something. And once I got into the gun game, the shit that they're proposing doesn't fix anything. I haven't heard any gun laws that make sense. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because for me, 4 years ago, I was the total opposite side of the spectrum. And now I'm the whole other side of it. Growth, whether that's good or bad, that's up for your opinion, but that's change. That's getting knowledge, that's doing some research, that's getting involved in something, and something changes. And I think that people should be allowed to do that. We don't allow them. And maybe that's because there's more influence tied to people. Social, like if you're a celebrity and you're saying something that's hateful now, or you said something that's hateful then, and now it's allowed you to get this influence. It's like, what the fuck do you do? I don't know the answer. I'm just asking questions. What did you see else, OG?
It's too much. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of people popping up
back and forth. You know, we appreciate just being able to have these conversations. You know, no right or wrong answers here. No,
I'm not trying to condemn anybody, nothing like that. I think it's an interesting conversation, and I think it's interesting the way they do it. You know what I mean? Comedians are getting canceled.
I told you 313 with that, and I remember watching all these, going to these different movies and different things when the girls were small. I used to walk out of the place telling Camille like 50% of the humor in there was not appropriate for what was going on, and it was probably for the parents that had to sit through whatever with their kids, but it was in the wrong place, man, in my opinion. And some of the kids were laughing, and they just didn't know what they were laughing at. You know, they were laughing because it was something goofy on the screen, but you know, it was something else that they were kind of being fed on the sly.
Shit, it's inappropriate for a baby to have a picture without a shirt on. Baby can't walk. And I think some of that, and this blew my mind when YouTube had that whole thing, is that apparently, because there's a lot of sick motherfuckers out there, right? So again, we're talking about the access to media. People are on YouTube making family videos. They got their baby in the video because they at home. They're shooting a video with their baby with the diaper on or some shit like that. And the video goes up and it's fine. And then the pedos are going into the comments and time stamping the comments and then going to these little dark web social media pages and saying, hey, you sick fucks like me who want to see the baby's nipple, the baby's shirt is off at 2:35. And so then you would see motherfuckers come in the comment and be like, oh, thank you. So that's why a lot of these motherfuckers couldn't have comments anymore, because YouTube was like, okay, let's just stop this. And then they started censoring people uploading their family because sick motherfuckers was out here doing sick shit. So a lot of this, I think a lot of this is trying to get ahead of motherfuckers that you can't get ahead of. Sick motherfuckers is going to be sick. and I don't think that means you shouldn't try. I just don't know what the fucking answer is. So the idea that, yeah, my baby can't take a picture without a shirt on, damn, y'all tripping. Well, they tripping because somebody about to be jacking off to your baby. And we've seen it. That's the sick part, is that it's happened. So now that's what the flip side is. What if they cancels 90s rap? How would you feel about that? But they've canceled a lot of shit, Don Turner. I don't know what y'all talking about canceling rap. Rap has been getting canceled since it came out.
Like, I think what they're discussing is, if you're canceling one thing, if you're going back and canceling, cartoons and going through cartoons, then you have to go through every single part of everything and start canceling it, because that's what ends up happening. It goes, okay, you're canceling this, then what about this? Oh, what about this? Oh, what about this? And it becomes where you start just looking through every single piece of everything. Like, for example, Boondocks.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Riley gets up there and says, "Nigga, you gay." Right there, they'd be like, "Oh, so because he acts this way, he's gay, this, that, and the third. We need to get this canceled."
What was the lesson? Like, why is that worth defending? Why is "nigga, you gay" as a joke, as a show? Why is that worth defending? What did you get out of it that feels bad if they take it away?
Nothing. What I'm saying is, like, we saw Boondocks as a funny show, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw Boondocks as a funny show. There was a lot of things in Boondocks that we laugh at, that we find hilarious. Some of us still watch Boondocks to this day. But when you start going through, you start at something small, like they said, Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez. Now it starts to become nitpicking and tit for tat. Well, if you're taking out this, we're taking out this. Well, we saw this and we don't like this. Well, we saw this and we don't like this. Well, we don't like this. Well, we don't like Boondocks. Well, we don't like in Animaniacs, this happened. Well, we don't like SpongeBob because on SpongeBob they said this. And then it becomes, what are we doing? Because all the real shit that we need to be worrying about, like the actual people who are doing shit, we're not even paying attention to them. We're paying attention to cartoons that were 60 years ago that we don't even watch. Like, I have totally, in all honesty, I had totally forgot about Pepe Le Pew until I saw the article where it was like Pepe Le Pew was being canceled and Speedy Gonzalez. I was like, wait, they still show them?
So that's exactly my point. So Pepe Le Pew doesn't even affect your life. So if it's something that's on in syndication, someone's coming out and saying that, okay, we're not going to show Pepe Le Pew, and this is why. Why would you feel any kind of way about that? You don't even think about Pepe Le Pew. It's not affecting you. It's not something that's in your regular repertoire. It's not accessible to you.
A part of me feels like you're doing, like, a part of me feels like it's doing too much. You're really going back 60 years to something that nobody even brings up. And I don't even know if you can, there's not a lot of Pepe Le Pew content on YouTube from like the Looney Tunes. Maybe for a reason, or maybe because people don't post it. Like, but then when you bring up something like SpongeBob, if you watch SpongeBob says a lot of adult shit that's not suitable for children.
Right, but I feel like
they're not going to cancel SpongeBob.
But I feel like what we're doing is we're sliding this idea of slippery slope and not addressing the topic. So like I said, if you don't even watch Pepe Le Pew and such network got rights to pick up Looney Tunes and they could only show 100 shows, and they made a statement and said, hey, look, we're not showing Pepe Le Pew.
Wait,
and this is why we're not showing Pepe Le Pew.
Before you keep going, no, Andretti Too Cold, gay people and angry women do not run the country. People run the country. So we're not going to sit here and bash gay people and angry, and you're talking about angry women. We're not doing that.
Oh,
so let's just stop that right now. Because I don't believe that.
If we're saying, like, if you're not currently watching Pepe Le Pew has not influenced your life because you're not rapey like Pepe Le Pew. It didn't teach you shit. It was entertainment. and somebody is picking up Looney Tunes and they say we have access to the full catalog, but we can only show 100 cartoons, and they got in front of it and they said, hey, look, on our network, we're not showing any Pepe Le Pew cartoons. So as Kadillac Jackson, who doesn't watch Pepe Le Pew, and Pepe Le Pew did not influence his life, why does that statement have any kind of visceral negative reaction for you? Why does that feel any kind of way? Because you don't watch it. This is not material that accesses you at all. So why does it matter if they're not choosing to show Pepe Le Pew?
Because it feels weird that we would go back that far, and there's other stuff, like there's bigger fish to fry. That's the way I feel.
We can walk and chew bubble gum. And a lot of the motherfuckers that are up here, Harvey Weinsteining it up, was watching Pepe Le Pew, and it affected them. And that effect made them into motherfucking beasts that they are, that are locked up. It affected them. So you have the opportunity now to fix what could have been part of a problem. And for you, it doesn't, you don't watch it. Why? I guess that's my thing, is I don't understand. I don't get it. I think a lot of us, myself included, we have reactions to shit that really don't affect us. The Pepe Le Pew thing, whether they cancel them or not, doesn't move my meter. I don't have kids. I don't watch Pepe Le Pew. I didn't watch it a lot when it was on. Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting to hear the objections and the responses to it, but whether they cancel it or not, I don't even watch Looney Tunes like that. I try to go back and watch HBO Max and watch some of them old cartoons, and they just suck. So then I stop watching it. But when you're talking about the cancel culture, instead of sliding this over to SpongeBob SquarePants or the Boondocks or any of this other shit, or if we're going to talk about the Boondocks, my question still remains. If we're talking about the Boondocks and the episodes where he was saying, nigga, you gay, it was funny. Is it worth defending to keep on if it offends people? And we're talking about syndication, because what you own, they can't take back. If you got the DVDs, if you say that you can watch it at your leisure, that's on you. But if they're not putting it on TV, we're not promoting this material because it offends people, I don't understand why people are mad about that.
I think it's mainly because, like, when you bring up cartoons, like as a kid, let's say, like my parents used to let me watch Looney Tunes and all that other stuff, anything that was on Cartoon Network, right? Mm-hmm. So, but there were certain things my parents didn't allow me to watch. And of course, there were certain things my parents didn't let me try. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you have that. Now, if you have parents that are, how can I say it? That are not as active in a child's life and allow them to do whatever they want to do, who knows what could happen. Now, when it comes to, you know, Pepe Le Pew or any of the Looney Tunes stuff that might be deemed offensive, I do believe as parents we can educate our kids where it'd be like, hey, you know, you don't do that. Or, you know, it might be funny on screen, but just know this. And that can go for TV shows too. You know, but as for me, I just feel like when I first heard about it, I was just like, Pepe came up now? Like it just caught me off guard. It caught me off guard, and I really didn't understand it. And I guess to me and a lot of people, it felt like, I guess like when it's something that's not relevant, we don't pay attention to it. And that could be a problem.
Something that's not relevant.
Meaning like nobody was thinking about Pepe Le Pew.
You weren't thinking about Pepe Le Pew.
There was a lot of people who weren't thinking about Pepe Le Pew.
Right, but the whatever, and I wish I had the context for that part of the conversation, like why it came up. But if it
came up
the way I said,
the upcoming Space Jam movie. He was going to be in the movie and they took him out. And I think that's where kind of this conversation originated from. The research.
Beautiful. Yeah, I appreciate that. So there's your context. And so they made a decision to get in front of it and said, hey, let's go ahead and cut down, because what happens when that bullshit comes out is people go spelunking through the history books. Like you see a classic car or some shit, you start running, you see a Challenger, let me go look at Dukes of Hazzard. That's kind of what happens. Looney Tunes, oh, he don't sound like Pepe, look. And then you go back, and so maybe they said, okay, fuck it, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. So there's your relevancy, is that he was about to come back out. He was about to be relevant again. And they said, let's not do that. But him being rapey is relevant then. It's relevant now. It'll be relevant for the future because niggas is rapey. So let's not put this out here again because niggas is rapey. So let's just go ahead and cut that character out. But OG made a great point, is that you could have reformed the character if that's the thing you want to do and change it up. I'm more offended that Space Jam 2.
I would love to. In all honesty, I would love to see the scene and why they cut him. Because I would just want to see what did he do in the scene that made them go, you know what, we need to cut this. Or was it just he is just him as a character?
So how would that change your opinion? If he did the same shit he did before.
It wouldn't change my opinion. What I'm saying is I would just want to see that scene. What made them go, hey, guys, did you see this?
It might not have been a scene. It could have just been the historical context of who the fuck he is. And they said, hey, let's just not put him in here.
Got you. That's all.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's dope. And I love, OG can't click all the comments because y'all are firing up. If y'all wanted to have, is there any, because we here for the Kick Talkers. If there's anyone that y'all saw that made you think you want to sign off on real quick, or
somebody brought up Quagmire.
Horrible. It was a horrible character, and I think it's okay to say that we laughed at some inappropriate shit, and I think that's all right. Comedians, we laugh at a lot of inappropriate jokes.
Listen,
that's part of the funny.
There's one shit I do on Call of Duty that I'm not gonna do now, but a lot of stuff you laugh at because you're slightly uncomfortable, maybe you're majorly uncomfortable, and because this racism is killing me inside, you laugh. Shit happens. We laugh. I think it is what's human is to acknowledge your shortcomings. And I laugh at some inappropriate shit sometimes. When OG was talking about black shit, and me and Kadi we doing Africa. That came from a Jamie Foxx joke that's inappropriate as fuck. Mm-hmm.
It's inappropriate as fuck. Coming to America was inappropriate as fuck because it played on the ignorance of us in Africa. The whole movie was inappropriate. However, it's my favorite movie of all time. That Jamie Foxx stand-up is one of my favorites. The inappropriate shit be funny. And we're not saying that. What we're saying is that it's inappropriate and you should be damned to hell for that. Like, that's what happens. You can't laugh at that. It's horrible. Well, I mean, it's horrible.
Boosie said it's the censorship for me.
And a lot of times they censor shit. We talk about hip hop. A lot of times they censor shit and y'all didn't even know it. A lot of Biggie's music, they cut out words and cut out shit because couldn't be said.
Lyrical
they
dishes.
Just put a scratch. They just put the error. You just thought it was the music. They censored that shit real smooth on your ass. Why can't someone just turn off the TV, change the song? Why do things have to be canceled? You cancel everything, then what's left? That feels like, and this is not because I know who Boosie is. Boosie's not saying this, but that feels a lot like leave the country. That feels a lot like if you don't like it, leave the country. When you live with other people, I think it is human, natural, and it should be encouraged to embrace where people are uncomfortable with shit. And I think that I shouldn't have to not watch TV because every channel at fucking 11:30 on cable, take your ass to bed. Because 11:30 on Cinemax, HBO, Showtime was titties and ass.
True.
Real sex
And
36, baby. Yeah.
And what
This is
happened?
on the point,
What
baby.
happened?
Yeah.
somewhere around early 2000s, 11 o'clock on cable became 11 o'clock on fucking Comedy Central. It became 7 o'clock on NBC. It became regular shit. We normalized the offensive shit. Whole networks. We done talked about The Simpsons. We talked about Family Guy. Y'all talked about SpongeBob. I don't watch that show, so I don't know. Shows that became mainstream.
BET Uncut,
The
baby.
fuck out the envelope. Regular shit. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
now,
I have
baby.
the
BET
answer.
Uncut wasn't regular.
And here's my other question for you, and then we can wrap it up or talk to the chat or whatever y'all want to do. Is what's the problem with resetting? Like what's the problem with hitting the flashy thingy and starting over? What like when we talked about the gun shit and everybody, you can't rewrite the Constitution. Plenty of countries have rewrote the Constitution. A lot of motherfuckers is in really bad relationships that they need to fucking leave, but you're staying just because you got all this time. Derek Jackson. Sometimes the shit is toxic and you need to leave. And I think a lot of our relationships with some of the shit that we watch, some of the shit we consume is toxic. And it might be okay to cancel some of this shit. Saturday Night Live needs to be canceled because it's terrible.
That's a fact.
It ain't offensive until somebody says something. Well, Paychecks, that's precisely the point, is that for the longest, certain people that were offended couldn't say shit. Like when they was making nigga soap, we wasn't listening to niggas. So we was offensive, but we was yelling. They didn't give a fuck. So when you start hearing those opinions and hey, like I think sometimes it needs to be up. Why are your kids up at 1 a.m. watching Cinemax and BET Uncut? Do your job as a parent. Watch their asses as much as you can. Okay, I mean, solution for kids, I get it. I don't have kids, but I was a kid, and my parents would tell me to go to bed, and they would go to sleep, and then I would go in the fucking living room and turn the TV on and put the volume down really low, and I would watch the shit I could watch. Like we need to get rid of this idea that parents are fucking wardens in jail. Kids are gonna kid. Kids are gonna kid, and you can be the best. My fucking niece, her parents took the fucking door off her bedroom and said, "Hey, you're not doing none of this shit. We need to be all in your business." I don't agree with that.
I do.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
But that doesn't mean that it affected her positively because they did it. And I'm not saying that to OG. I'm saying that to the comment. Be a fucking parent. Watch ass as much as you can. Kids are gonna kid. Kids are gonna be kids. So you give them the information. I'm much more a proponent of giving people the information to make the decisions instead of blocking the shit out as a parent for a lot of this shit. If you're gonna have the conversation, but now if you're just gonna give them stimuli and walk away from it, you're not helping. My parents fucked up and bought TVs at the pawn shop for me and my brother. We both had our own TV. Hey, I had my own TV too. Dope topic. We kind of added that one at the last minute, and I want to be sure that I say this for both of my boys. I know I can say this for both of them. We're not saying that any of you is right or wrong. It's a conversation. It's a talking point. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is, but I think it's an interesting conversation.
I know.
I'm a
you got to do you. You do. That's it. You got to do what you feel is on point. What happened in my house when I was a kid didn't happen next door. What happens in my house right now don't happen next door. But I'm only in control to a certain extent of what goes on inside my four walls. And you got to do, at the end of the day, what you feel.
It's a question for both of the parents on here, and then we can get off here. Kadi, do you think that have you and your wife talked about discipline for your son?
Yes, we have. And right now I'm the more disciplined parent than her.
Do you think you're going to whoop him if it comes to that?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm whooping his ass. OG, did you? If you want to share this, did your household, does it believe in spankings?
Yes. I don't believe it.
Growing up, did you get spankings?
Hell yes.
No. I didn't get. OG, you might be able to relate to this. Big, you might be able to relate to this too. I didn't get spankings.
Oh well, I think
my grandmother called it cowboy ass whoopings.
Got a whooping, yeah.
Yeah, no, cowboy ass whooping because they would ride your ass for 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. My mom and dad had this big ass thick belt that my cousin made in prison. Yeah, that. And my mom knew where to hit, so it was like that. Don't mean I didn't learn. It would try shit, but she knew where to hit. She knew. Oh no, don't hit him in the mid. Don't hit him on the butt. Get his legs. Get him right there by the calf muscle. He hates that shit.
Our kids got popped because I have girls. It was just more like I get a certain tone, and what I started to do when they were very, very small. I would get up next to them and I would pinch their arm and I would whisper in your ear and I said, if you don't get your little narrow behind in control right now, we're going to have problems. And we never had problems. I never had to, get beat like how I got beat. Yeah. But, again, what works in my house, it don't work every place else. And girls are different, than boys. We just... We hard-headed, we testing, we pushing boundaries. Although I have to tell you, when girls get to a certain age, if you ask my wife, she tell you that, hey, they was just as wild. They testing, they pushing boundaries, they coming into their thing. But, for me as a dad, it kind of probably hits differently than it did, or lands differently with me than it lands with my wife.
It's interesting. I think I always when we get to that topic because they, the scientists do the studies and talk about abuse and what's not abuse and psychological shit. All that shit is interesting to me. Thus, I don't have any kids because I don't know how to react. I am positive that if I had a daughter, I would be a completely different parent than if I had a son. And it's not fair to either one of them motherfuckers. It's not fair. It's not fair. If I have a daughter, I'm going to jail. If I have a son, he's going to jail. It's not good for either one of them. So shit.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, having a son, especially having a son that is inquisitive, like even though Jackson can't talk right now, he still moves like he's walking. So now he wants to touch everything. So like earlier today, we have this little end table, and he's normally in his little playpen. He's playing with his toys, and he starts crying that he wants to get out of his playpen. All right, I take him out. I put him on the floor. First thing he do is walk over to the end table. I go, no, Jackson. He turns around and looks at me. So he goes and he gets one of his books. He sees a little book. He gets it. He shows it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, your book. Then I saw him slowly start creeping back over to the end table. No, Jackson. He's like, okay. So then he sees a book on the bottom shelf of the end table. And I look at him, and I don't say nothing. I wait, let him, he reaches for the book, and he looks at me like, is it all right if I get this? And it's like, okay. So he gets the book. And he starts looking at the book and, putting the book, slamming the book down on the floor and opening and look at the pages. No sooner I turn my head, I hear the end table move. This kid has grabbed the end table, and now it is about 3 seconds away from falling on top of him. So now I have to jump out the computer chair, literally jump over, catch the end table from hitting him in the damn head. And before I could even raise my voice, he looked me dead in my eyes and started crying because he knew he was wrong. And he knew I was going to yell at him. And that's the part where I think the discipline, like for me, I feel like the discipline had to start early because you have to set a tone with your child to let them know, like, listen, I love you. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I ain't gonna let you run amok in the crib. And even at 10 months, they know. They know. Like, if I'm feeding my son and he smacks the spoon out my hand, I pluck him. I pluck him right in the hand. Not hard, just enough to let him know you don't do that. After about 2 plucks, he's like, all right, I'm not doing that no more. And I'm like, do you still want this? He might shake his head. No, just okay. And I feel like you have to put that discipline in your child because, or you at least need to start early, because if you don't and you think everything is cute, if you think everything is cute, it could go down a bad road, or it might not go the way you want it to go.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat. Y'all motherfucking silly absolute style said, beat him. Beat him. Sean B said that he's got a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean B, in May, we're gonna have another kick talking baby.
Congrats.
That's what's up, Sean B. Congrats, brother.
We filling up the preschool.
For real. I'm loving the conversation. We might have to address some of these comments later for y'all because we fuck with the kick talkers. Y'all was on point tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. We almost would have to come back and do a part 2 of the show just for the comments because y'all was on point. Thank you for kicking it with us, everybody who came and tuned in and had to leave early. We appreciate y'all. Paychecks left. He said he got to get his do-rag a piece, so he had to get the fuck up out of here. But we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you check me out, Lift Heavy, lfthvy.com. Use your code TK133. Get your discount. Make sure you check out Retro Talk Forum on Sundays. Make sure you check out Who Has the Heat Battle on Saturday. Correct, Kadi?
Yes. Saturdays.
Saturday. Who Has the Heat? It would be Soulmate. You know, we're gonna shout out our own people. He's a kick talker. He's gonna be in the show. So make sure you check them out with 313 E-Money Shoes. I saw IBA slide up in this joint too. So we appreciate y'all. BX was in here as well. So the crew was up through this. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And I'm out, man.
Family, appreciate y'all. Dope topic tonight. I really enjoyed that. And we'll probably talk more about this off camera. So, family, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate the love y'all show us. We'll see you next week.
All right. Y'all remember this?
Got a benediction song, do you?
You remember when you asked me that question?
Yep.
When we all cop those sneakers, what a day that will be.
Everyone standing all over the building.
Get that
giving all praise and glory to God.
We will sing
within him and through him.
When we all
let the church say amen.
Sneakers, what a day of rejoicing that will be.
And we'll see you next week.
Get that
in the church.
W, we will sing and shout the victory. When we all
you're going to hell for this. You are going to hell. No.
When we all
you are going
W, we will sing and shout the victory.
Yo, the Kojics are coming for you.
I've been waiting all day. Don't you test me.
The Kojics are coming for you.
What are you talking about? That's a good Baptist version.
Listen, let me explain something to you. Karen Clark Sheard is rolling over in her grave right now.
Hey, you ask for a benediction song.
Maddie Moss is gonna hunt the fuck out of you tonight, boy.
When we all sneakers, what a day rejoicing that will be. when we all get that W, we will sing and shout the victory.
See? And y'all niggas wanted him to have a soundboard. Did you see this shit?
Cop those sneakers. What a day.
Okay. Now, Beard Tim put up the diaper.
Bruh.
Your fault?
When he started playing it, I was like, that sounds like OG.
No, I knew it was OG. And then when I heard, I was like,
Done.
I was like, this nigga done wrote a song.
Make sure y'all slide into OG's cash out.
Rep, I know she's
offering.
still alive.
He deserves tithes and offerings for that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Don't give him no tithes and offering.
Nah, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Hey man, I appreciate it. It's just fun. It's just all fun and games. It's all fun and games.
Wow.
But man, this is like 3 shows, almost 2 hours back to back. Y'all got
y'all get an hour and a half next week. Y'all get an hour and a half next week.
This nigga wrote a whole fucking song. This nigga wrote a whole fucking song.
Y'all not getting 2 hours next week.
Q, Hop, this is y'all motherfuckers' fault because y'all hyped this motherfucker up. This is all y'all motherfuckers' fault. Yep.
Well, I mean, if y'all really, really, really serious, it's y'all know the Cash App sign. It's just Cash App OGSneekerz. You know, we all donations is appreciated.
This nigga
give that man some money for
this nigga put this song on Spotify, iTunes.
I'm about to give him some money right now. We've been doing this shit for 12 seasons. We have not had a moment like that. Let me slide some benediction in here. This nigga.
Oh man, it's all good.
Look at you. I don't know what you talking about, Kadi. You lying motherfucker. Where V at? V, this is your fucking fault too.
Wow. OG, sign us the fuck out of here.
Hey, but are you done? No, it is your man soundboard. Book. OGSneekerz in the building. We appreciate all you total sneaker cupping family. We're going to get them W's this week. Everybody game bacon. Me don't care if you don't want pork in your life. You're game bacon. You're game Air Max bacon this weekend. A blessing that in your life. Air Max bacon in your life. In your life. For you and you. We are done now. We appreciate you, and there's nothing that you could do about it.
Cue the song, Ministry of Music.
And we're going to go out
When we all
to our benediction song. Next time, remember,
what a day.
cop those sneakers when you can. Because there is there's a W in your future. It's coming for you and you and you.
The victory.
We got
When
we all
cop those
sneakers. What a day.
What a day of rejoicing that will be.
My. When we all
When we
get that W. What we gonna do? We're gonna what? Yes, Lord. We got it for real now. We'll see your family next week. Right here. Hey!
What a day of rejoicing that will be.
What a day.
When we all get that W.
When we get that W. Oh,
we
glory.
will sing and shout the victory.